A wild Crystal Kitten entered the chat. Welcome to the stream. Crystal Kitten said, hello.
Hello. Not much. I couldn't hear you talking in your video.
There we go. I'm having my first little bout with data issues.
Is it your computer or your internet?
I'm not sure. I would assume it's my internet because this is the first time this has happened. So, I don't know.
Yeah, because you're with fiber optic, so it should be smoother.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm gonna have to do some port forwarding if that's the case. Because this is outright retarded. Like, I'm down in the 2Ks right now. I need to be in the 6. I ain't got nothing fucking not downloading. Nothing's updating. We'll see how it goes. I'm a little frustrated.
Is there anything else running off your Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Well, I'm hardline, so I shouldn't be having issues. But if people running hitting off the Wi-Fi is affecting it, that's gonna be a problem. I appreciate that, D-Man. Hope all is well, sir.
D-Man 50.
If you hang around, you get to see
D-Man 50
Megatron.
said, Sub Chaos, just finishing up work but dropping a.
Yeah, I don't know if you got my last Facebook message or not, but I looked at YouTube Studios again.
Yeah.
And all my Need for Speeds are copywritten.
Yeah. Copyright claims. There's difference again. Claims aren't as bad. It's the warnings. The strike is the problem.
Yeah, there's all
wild.
of them are.
Polls Kebab.
So what we're gonna have to do is now it reminds me why I muted those in-game music in the first place, because I got tired of the copyright bullshit. And I'm also like, if One Punch Man's never getting played again, streamed wise, I'm never streaming One Punch Man again.
Why not? What's going on?
Any game that's gonna get me a copyright strike because of the in-game music, they can eat a bag of dicks. I refuse to play that shit. Gonna get me copywritten because fucking in-game music? Hell no. I'm done with that shit, yo. It's frustrating more than anything. Because that was like a
Crystal
4.5 hour live
said.
stream.
Hi Polska.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a long stream, and this delay. I'm gonna have to unhook and hook everything back up and hope it works tonight when I get on. What's up, everybody? It's Chaos for You 728, and I'm back with some Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age. We're gonna get into it here in just a moment. Come on, you cunt. Before I do that, as it says in the title, Megatron has arrived.
Said.
So,
CK how have not
I've already-
gotten one yet.
I've already put him in his gun form. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Expected him to be a little bit bigger, but then again, it's geared for children. But, got Megatron in his gun form. He came in his robot form, but I want the gun. That's the whole reason I got it. I got like 4 different versions of Megatron over here. I needed the gun. I got all these fucking tanks.
Said,
I need the gun.
I have gotten copyright on all of my NFS vids and 2 are blocked in some countries.
Yeah, well, that's gonna happen with the copyright claims. I straight up told him just block my shit in whatever commie shithole it's gonna get blocked in, and let's move on. And you know, One Punch Man, fucking the in-game, the intro music, the title music got me a fucking copyright strike. So no mo. If a game gets me a copyright strike, I'm done with it. I ain't gonna play it again. It's a shame I can't get a refund because I haven't technically owned the game for a month.
Yeah, you should get a refund for it.
I started up selling this. Why do I want a refund? Because I can't stream the game. If I can't stream the game, I don't want to fucking play it.
A wild.
Alright, let's get this shit going, y'all.
Harrigan said, evening.
Hope everybody's having a great morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you hail from. We's about to get into some shit, man. Fuck yeah. I fucking love this game. But we're gonna have to turn the music down just a smidgen.
Yeah, there's
Begin the game.
There's a new Assassin's Creed game coming out.
I've already got it pre-ordered.
Assassin's Creed Red.
Red? No. Yeah, hold up, wait a minute. Ah, god damn it, I didn't mean to do that.
First one.
Did I just accidentally load? What the fuck? I can have multiple games open at once? That was messed up. No, I meant to go here. Fuck. It's under my collection. Mirage. And it'll be out in 91 days. And I don't know if y'all saw it. I've got Spider-Man 2 pre-ordered. 99 days.
Nice.
Now, there was another one that I saw, and I pre-ordered it. For all you Metal Gear Solid nuts out there, they have the first 3 coming out in a bundle.
Nice.
And your boy Chaos here, being a fan of Metal Gear Solid, here it is right here. In 103 days, so later on this year, I'll be playing this through these series. Let's get back into this. We're gonna have to start over because for some reason it didn't ask if I wanted to close the app. It just opened up and PlayStation 5. What the fuck?
So yeah, the Assassin's Creed Red. Right now, they're just calling it Assassin's Creed Red.
Mm-hmm.
They're still thinking of a title for it, but that's supposed to be coming out January 24th.
Huh.
So this coming January, it's supposed to be coming out.
Oh, my thing just went limp.
and it's supposed to be set in feudal era Japan.
Huh. That must be one of those, like, they've got China, Russia, and India. God damn it, you cunt!
Yeah, this one's supposed to be based in Japan,
Okay.
and you're supposed to be like a ninja of some kind.
Makes sense. Did my game just break or some shit? Like, what the fuck?
They are watching. They know.
Man, fuck YouTube. I think I need a bag of dicks. And the assholes that fucking revoked my fucking my dispute, y'all can eat a bag of gonorrhea laced dicks and die, okay? Flagging me
Well-
for in-game music, you can sit and spin on both of these at the same time.
Because it's YouTube. And they know.
Man, fuck that shit.
No,
That's some bullshit!
They want to take your money.
I ain't trying to really make money off this shit, and if I do,
But
It's-
that's the standard.
I don't give a shit about their standard. Their standards are fucking fucked off like modern day women's standards.
Because to make money.
They making money. They get private donations and shit. And they get taxpayer money from the government.
They want more.
So technically, we own YouTube. Because our
Yeah.
tax dollars that the government takes from us, the government gives to them.
But
So
it's
we own
out of
YouTube.
the- Out of the question, it's just on the side.
I don't acknowledge their definition of shit because it's wrong.
But you cannot do it because you don't have the money to cover it.
They should look at it as free advertising and be grateful.
The only way you can solve this problem, you have to buy it.
I mean, technically you could just kill the artist and then music just goes away altogether. But do we really want to go that far?
Many people will do.
I mean, honestly, most of this music is a distraction anyways. There's a shit ton of fucking hidden messages in the music. If you don't, subliminal messages. The conspiracy theorists were talking about it back in the day. They've done proven that they were slipping messages into the music.
Well, sometimes when you play the music backwards.
Oh yeah, I think it was Judas Priest. There was lots of yeah.
When you play it backwards. As I remember.
There was Kiss
couple
back.
of
There was an
parts.
album Kiss. They kept saying "Hail Satan" back if you played it backwards.
Yeah, same thing with an Aussie song. You played it backwards, and subliminal messaging would be played.
Or was that another song or something where when you look up the lyrics from the first letter of each row made a message?
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
I will go.
Hidden message in plain sight.
Go at his side.
And then back then they were pretty sure because the first letter from each individual row of the lyric was capitalized in major.
I don't know why my shit is fucking tanking like it is.
Goddamn.
Time to call your internet provider just in case somebody's trying to leech off you.
Again.
Well, with Wi-Fi, with Spectrum, it's expected.
That I be considered
Spectrum. What a name.
No.
Sounds good, but not
Yeah,
bad.
terrible fucking internet service. I shouldn't be sharing my bandwidth with people at all. I'm paying for it. It should be allotted to me and me only.
Well,
Now,
that's what I'm-
if these assholes down the street were willing to give me money to use my 1 gig of internet, it's a different story.
Wait.
That's not the case.
Not. You don't have. It's not passworded.
Oh, it's passworded.
I know with me last year, somebody was trying to splice my internet.
I don't think they'd be able to splice because it's on the other side of my house.
You know, I had somebody next door there trying to splice my internet last year, thinking that it was cable. And because where my box is, it's right outside my living room window. And normally I hear my neighbors talking and stuff like that. But as soon as I heard somebody say, "Hurry up, she might hear," I hooked my dogs up to the leashes, went outside, making it look like I'm taking them for a walk.
No, I would have just straight up opened the door and said, "Go to town." But I'm a dick like that. You're on my property without my permission. My dogs are able to do whatever the fuck I want them to do to you.
Yeah, I told them either put the box back the way it was, or else I'm letting my dogs loose.
Nah, I would have just let my dogs loose. I wouldn't have even given them a fucking warning. I'm like, just open the door and let the dogs go. Let them learn the fucking hard way. You wanna steal and fuck around? Guess what? You're about to get your ass eaten by a dog, bitch. Fuck around, find out.
Yep. But I just gave them a warning there, and I'm all like, yeah, and if you're thinking about running through the neighbor's yard right there, they have a bigger dog than I do.
Or you just get a gun and just wait. You can't have a gun up in Kyrgyzstan. Well, you can, but
I'm only allowed owning a gun if I have a hunting license.
yep, that's the only way. And right now they're trying to go after your hunting license, the hunting licenses up there, aren't they?
Yep. Where you're only able to go hunting with either crossbows or regular bows. You're not allowed using guns. It's like when you go moose hunting, you're not able to drop a moose with one single arrow.
No, you gotta fucking hit it and follow it and...
See where
I'm
it
hunting
dies,
something,
and-
I'm trying to put it down in one shot. I'm either shooting it in its fucking head, or I'm gonna shoot it where it needs to be shot.
Yep. But the politician that's trying to get guns illegal for hunting and stuff like that is they think that hunters are using, say, assault rifles or machine guns or semi-automatics and shit like that for hunting.
I mean,
no.
22s are semi-automatics. AR-15s are semi-automatics. People use AR-15s to hunt. It's a hunting
Yeah,
rifle.
but
Lord Rasla hails
they
Nabradia
think that
was
hunters are
but one of
using
many
army
tragedies to befall the kingdom
type
of Dalmasca.
guns for hunting.
I think I got it figured out. These politicians are going off of data from like 60, 70 years
Dalmasca
ago.
had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides.
And now there's this
At this
3D
time,
printed
two great empires struggled
gun
for
logs
dominion
that
over
you could get
Ivalice.
that you could order
Arcadia
online.
in the east, Rosaria
And you could
in the
even, if you have a
west.
3D printer, you can make them yourselves.
The invasion
And
of the kingdom of
it's just to
Nabradia
put on the
was
gun
Arcadia's
for
first
extra
step
safety.
in its westward march.
For
With Lord
when it is
Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear
they are,
that
but
Arcadia
these are
would soon mete
safeties
out
to
a
put
like fate to
onto the
Dalmasca.
gun.
The fall of the fortress at
But
Nalbana
because they're
told the
for
destruction
guns,
of the greater part of
these
Dalmasca's
things
forces.
are deemed illegal, and if you are caught with them on
The
you,
counterattack
you get
was
a
mounted by
hefty
the order of
fine
the
and
Knights of
possible jail
Dalmasca,
sentence
ever brave and faithful.
for having this
But
extra
against the
safety
martial
feature
might of the
for a gun.
Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter,
Like what it is,
Arcadia
it
came forward,
encases
offering terms of peace.
it's a handgun. It
Or, as one might
encases
rather
the
put
top
it,
of it and the
terms
muzzle,
of Dalmasca's
and there's
surrender.
a part that goes through the finger trigger
Polska
Lord
Bob
Romanos,
Yeah.
and
King of
locks him,
Dalmasca,
and then
Every
there's a
single
part,
dear
gun
and
is
then it goes over the
semi-automatic.
had no
top,
choice
Even
but
the
to
fully
accept
and then
these
it
automatic
terms.
encases
ones
that,
are.
and you
It's
put like,
just
and you
fucking
put a
worse.
lock on it.
Only with reluctance that he
So
set
the
out for
whole
Naudina
thing
Fortress.
is
Now under
covered for
Arcadian
safety and
occupation.
waterproofing.
To affix a
Not
seal to the
every
Emperor's
gun is
Treaty of Peace.
semi-automatic. There's some
The
guns that
king
you
had
have
scarce
to
departed his royal
reload.
city
The
of
pistols,
Rabanasta,
mainly
when the remnants of the
pistols.
order made their return.
There's
Not a moment
some
too
hunting
soon.
rifles that
For a
you have
terrible
to
revelation
manually
awaited
reload.
The treaty would be signed with steel.
Not many
And
anymore,
written in
but
royal blood.
there's still some guns that it's a single fire. Now your revolvers and your 22, your AR-15, stuff like that, they're gonna be semi-automatic. Your 9mm, your 45,
Can you hear me?
all those, they're gonna be semi-automatic. Anything that you don't have to
It's
manually
as I feared. They're
reload
slowing
after
us
every
down.
shot is
not say that.
semi-automatic for the most part.
Not all of
Fully
us are here
automatic,
for
and
that.
that's you just hold the trigger down and it just.
Your
But
name?
here's the beauty of the semi-automatic:
sir.
if you got a good
My
fast enough
balls
finger,
Rex.
you can shoot faster than a fully automatic.
That still makes it semi-auto
You
chaos.
Like this one news article that I was
No, semi-automatic
watching.
implies that you can pull the trigger one
Understand?
after another without having to reload.
Like this one news article that I was watching on this,
Think you can
the
fight?
person was talking
I'm fine,
about
sir.
a shotgun, and he
How
pulled
old are you,
and he
Rex?
pulls up a picture of a grenade launcher.
17, sir.
Young.
Like that's not a
Family?
shotgun.
My brother is all I have left, sir.
These people are
He's
hoping
no
that you're
fun.
stupid.
Living in Rabanaster.
He's all trying to explain on how dangerous the shotgun
So
is and how much of an explosion it
You're
creates,
barely
and
old
it's
enough
like,
to be a man. You
as
shouldn't be
far
forced
as
to
I know,
wield a
the only
sword.
time a
No, sir.
shotgun
I want to
causes an
fight.
explosion is if you're shooting
my
it at a
homeland.
gas can.
And for my parents.
Time, Bosch.
Yeah.
Save the discussion for later.
Polska
We must reach
Bob
the king before they act,
said,
or all our
the
efforts
only
will be
thing
in
that
vain.
isn't semi-auto is
I'm
if
aware
it
of the
blows up.
situation.
Anything without a
Boss, look
clip
ahead.
that you have to
I will
manually
handle this
reload
rebel.
after every shot. I guess
Godspeed.
that'd be the best way to define a semi-automatic. Anything without a clip.
Like the
Or a
only
magazine. Actually, magazine's the appropriate term. I don't want to sound like fucking Sneeko.
Like the only gun you're allowed
Steady,
to own
Rex.
with just a regular gun
Keep your wits about you
license
and make it.
are the revolvers where you have to put in the bullets one by one into that spinny thing.
Yeah, that's a chamber.
Yeah.
Or
The only guns
no,
that are legal are the
those
ones like that.
are. Well, those are revolvers. I forgot what those were called. What it would be called. And I've shot all of them. I've shot ones where you have to manually load around every time. I've shot semi-automatics. I've shot fully automatics. Fuck, my gun when I was in the Navy, they issued me an M4A1. It's an M4 with the grenade launcher extension. M4s have 3 settings. They have single fire, semi-auto, and full auto. And it had a grenade launcher extension. So, and there was a little switch on the side you could choose between the 3. And then, of course, the grenade launcher had its own individual button that I had to push.
Yeah.
Polska
The only
Bob
gun I have ever
said,
shot with was when I was in
consider
No.
a cannon as semi-auto, so
No.
maybe I'm retard.
A cannon? Nah, because that's an individual. You have to. Well, I mean. A 50 cal semi-automatic. Well, no, that's a fully automatic. You hold the trigger down and it.
Polska Bob said, my favorite
The
gun
Mark
is the
203?
M203.
I like the Mark 2020. I think that was what it was. The Mark 2020. Or the Mark 20. Might have been. We might be talking about the same gun. It's a little stationary mounted grenade launcher. It's belt fed. It was pretty
That one
cool.
sounds fun.
The 50 cals that I was shooting were belt fed. On the lookout station, it had a Gatling gun that was belt fed. There was I think it was called a 72 millimeter cannon type thing in the middle of it. No, it's a Mark 45. That's it. It's a Mark 45. That was the grenade launcher. It was a Mark 45, and then there's some the rib boat had some a M60 mounted on the front, and an M60 mounted on the back. The standard issue pistol was a 45 or a 50. I think it was a 50 cal. No, 7 rounds is a Deagle. I think that's a 45. And
Polska Bob
grenade launcher option.
said, "You can't go wrong with a machine gun W grenade launcher option. LOL."
That would actually be pretty fun to use.
But yeah, the standard issue weapons for like when we did Pier and Sentry was like I think it's a 45. Then there was the M4, and then there was the 12 gauge pump shotgun. Those were the 3 weapons that I had to carry around when I was on watch. My second duty station,
Polska Bob
they issued an M1
said,
Grand for some reason.
"That's AM203.
Mark 203? Okay. The Mark 45. Wait, what? The Deagle? I'm pretty sure it was a Deagle. Had 7 rounds. They told me they could shoot a semi-truck and it would kill the engine. The entry hole is actually bigger than the exit hole, I think is how they put it. Or the entry hole is big, but the exit hole is even bigger. All I know, it had some weight. It was loud. It had 7 rounds in it. We had a belt with 2 clips for the pistol, 4 for the M4, and then there were, I think, 7 rounds attached to the front of the gun, as well as 7 rounds attached to the butt of the rifle, and then as well as the harness had some fucking shotgun shells attached to it too. But it was fun. I learned a lot more about guns than I already knew. I mean, I know the basics of gun safety, especially. Like, fuck, I was 6 years old. Not a lot of people could say this. I was 6 years old, out in the woods shooting a fucking double-barrel shotgun, learning how to skeet shoot. Not a lot of people could say that, and it's not a bragging thing. It's to show the different times. You know, like I probably was doing a lot of shit I probably shouldn't have been doing as a kid.
Polska Bob
But
said,
what am I doing?
"I wonder what Ike is gonna be playing later. He hasn't sent a thumbnail yet."
Well, isn't it Shark Night for y'all? Or did y'all finally beat the shark game and start something new?
Yeah, you haven't played that game in a while either.
Nope. I played it a little bit not too long ago. God damn it. Let me take a looky loop. Ah, shit, I didn't mean to open it in a new window.
Well, you just did.
No, I sure did. So, let's see here. The last time I played Shark Shit. Oh god, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Back in June. Yeah,
Yeah, it's only last month.
maybe back in June. Shit. Maybe back in the month before that.
May?
Yeah. Yep. Last one I played was May 30th.
Bob said, haven't
And
beaten
that
it
one,
yet, but we're messing around other games.
that one's actually partially blocked because that was one of the streams I was playing music in. Fucking ScrewTube, man. Y'all are some cunts.
Oh, how are you supposed to make money out of that?
Man, they make enough fucking money.
Man, you.
Greedy assholes. Like I'm for capitalism, but I'm not for greedy capitalism. It's like they got more than enough money. And it just becomes a point where it's like they're hoarding and shit.
Well, you know how it is. They want
And
to
they
have
talk
their...
about giving their money. Ask them to give some money and see what the fuck they say.
They need their daily coffees in the morning, and one cup of coffee costs them over $150.
I need my hookers and blow, but you don't see me. It's retarded.
Because you do not have the moolah.
I mean, Metallica, their tickets alone are like 100-something
Polska
bucks,
Bob.
man.
Captain.
Their music's good, but it's
Forgot
not
how
worth
long
that
the
much.
intro for this game is.
Because it's Metallica, only that's why.
This is what I gotta say to that. This is what I gotta say to that.
I have
Fuck.
2 friends on Facebook that make music. I'm gonna see if I could play their music during the stream.
It's like I like music too, but god damn it.
It's all about the label, studio, the brands.
The brands. Sellouts? I didn't know Sellout was a brand.
It is now.
Oh, clearly. You know, it used to be about the music and the fans. No, not anymore. Now give me that money. Give me that money. I need that money.
They need it because you're paying tickets for what?
I need them
Metallica.
ducats for like a couple of hours worth of dudes standing up on stage going da 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 da.
But even back in
I mean,
the day,
fuck,
yeah,
our
they
soldiers
would
should be making more than these assholes.
My engines are hit.
Yep, but they aren't.
Our fucking soldiers should be making more than these fucking athletes.
Receive you, Tom.
That's fucking
You've laid
backwards.
well fought.
When the fucking athletes, who don't really do anything to contribute to society other than be dancing monkeys to entertain everybody. Like,
Iridium.
What's
what?
entertainment
Over
and more value.
I mean, I get more entertainment out of masturbating than I do watching sports.
But yeah, but the ones who are doing the entertainment, they have to be also rewarded.
It's like the Roman Colosseum is all it is.
Yep.
But that's happened back
Are you
then.
not entertained?
That's-
Yeah, I'm entertained, but not by this shit.
Hi Kush.
What's up, Iridium? How you doing, bud?
Well, you know how it is.
It's like, I keep myself entertained. I'll go out in the fucking woods and build a wooden shack or some shit. I don't fucking know. I'll find something to keep myself occupied. I've been doing it my whole fucking life.
Humanity established the money as the currency.
Polska
The whole purpose for sports was to create more tribalism.
What if Captain Ozilus has fallen?
Iridium
Don't talk
Kush.
such nonsense.
The only
Said.
sport they
Vossler's
should
laughed
bring
in the face
back
of death far too many
is
times for him to stop
pretty
now.
much the
Men like him don't die in places like this.
the gladiator games.
We must make
That would
haste
be
to
more
reach the
entertaining
king.
than
That
what
right
is
there
in
is what they
the
need to do. Take
His
all
Majesty
these
on
fucking
hard.
athletes
He'll agree to
and
an
have
unconditional
them
surrender.
get into a
They
fucking
wouldn't dare
and
touch
let
him
them
until the wax
fight
on
to
his
the
fingers
death.
dry.
But if we
Every
arrive after
year,
he signed the
do
treaty,
it. Just get a whole bunch of them together. Boom. Have a
Quick,
pot.
Max.
Let that person win. And whoever wins gets all the monies and shit. And all the glory. Bing, bang, boom. Everybody's entertained for a short period of time. Then we can go on about our fucking business. Instead of getting distracted. Like, yeah, it's good to be distracted. I mean, this is my distraction right here from reality. But again, what benefit does sports really bring? Like, yeah, it brings the city money because of the revenue that it generates.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, for the individual, what does it do?
Because it was established back
What
then, and it
value?
should even now.
See, that's the thing. What's the value that it brought you other than like a couple of hours of entertainment? You know, you go home, you've done wasted like $200,
Mhm.
which is you have it, but it's like fuck, you know.
Iridium Kush said. Chaos. Question. What gaming console do you use?
I use PlayStation. Well, it depends on what game I'm playing. I'm using PlayStation 5 right now. I also have a Nintendo Switch. I also have a PC. And I have access to Xbox Game Pass. So I have Xbox games as well. So I'm kind of spread out there in the but it's all on my PC though, so I don't have a physical Xbox anymore. I got rid of it because I only turned it on like 3 times in the whole year I had it. So it was like, why do I even have you? I just traded it in.
Team Green.
Oh shit! I gotta show him again because more people have entered. He's already in his gun form though, so. Oh, damn it. There we go. So, lo and behold, Megatron. He's a lot smaller than I thought he would be. He's only about 7 inches.
That's kind of.
That's above average though for the American male. But the average was like 5.5.
Pol's Kebab said. Pretty sweet.
And then I also got, oh shit, I'll show it. Hemi needs to be here because he's been part of this adventure. I haven't opened this one yet, but this is from the series Transformers Go. It's from Japan. This is Bumblebee. Can't really see all that well because of the glare, but he doesn't look like the Bumblebee. You don't look like the Bumblebee that we grew up loving.
No, he looks completely different.
You look like a roving death machine right there.
Yeah. He still looks cool.
Oh yeah. I'll break him out after I get off work tonight. And I may end up playing some more of this.
Iridium
I may end up
Kush
playing something
said,
totally different.
Yeah, I need to post pics of my collection.
Chaos, I just sent you a video in Messenger. You could check it, look at it later.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a place in Japan. They actually made Optimus Primal out of brass.
Out of grass, huh?
Brass.
Like grass or molta grass? Like the kind I'm smoking right now.
Crystal Kitten
No.
said.
Brass. Oh, brass. Okay.
But yeah, it's like they got every
Pol's
single
Kebab
detail perfect.
LOL brass.
Man, it sounded like she said grass. Shut up.
She said brass from the beginning. You're just too stoned.
He can't comprehend my Canadian English.
Yeah, I can't understand her. Yeah, what she just said.
You as a filthy American, you cannot handle the filthy kind
Oh,
of
dude. Some of these are dope. I'm gonna bring this up on the screen real quick, y'all.
La 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 la.
This is dope as fuck. Fit to screen. So these are brass Optimus Primes. But they have brass in them.
Ooh.
I was hoping to see the statue you were talking about, and I kind of think I saw it. That's from the movie. That's dope as fuck, yo. Optimus Prime's statue, sculpture, Optimus Prime, blah 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 blah. Is it like a large scale, or is it like a small scale, like what I've got here?
It's a large scale.
Large scale. So it's. Didn't they make a Gundam or some shit there too?
They did.
I'm trying to find. You said Primal. That's where I fucked up.
Yeah, and he's in his ape form. He's not transformed into the robot.
Brass Optimus Primal. Alright, and they're not showing it. Let's try it this way. This Primal. Ah, here we go. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the one in the video that I sent you, it's a smaller desktop type size.
Uh-huh.
But it's still big enough that it takes up a little bit of a desk.
Okay. God damn. Fucking time is flying. Ugh.
Yes, it is.
What time do you have to go back to work at?
Well, I gotta leave at 3:30.
Okay, so about another half hour or so?
Yeah, I got about a half an hour.
I hate working doubles.
The money's worth it, but god damn it.
We all just want to stay home and get paid for that.
I mean, I get paid for staying home. Shit. Nah. I gotta do stuff, otherwise I'll lose my fucking mind.
Like, I got a job offer to work from home, but it's like, no. I need to get out of the house every so often.
Intruders!
Not just bring the dogs for a walk either. It's like, I need to get out of the house
Sir,
and do things.
We have little time. You must go to the king.
Not just sit at home in front of a computer,
I'll handle these.
calling people up saying that their
Hold
bills
the
are
box.
late,
Fight well.
or
Said. It's super slow here.
any of,
Day is
of those other
dragging ass.
things. Like, there's a teacher at my son's high school, and she televises all of her classes from home to the classroom. And it's like, if you want to teach in the classroom, just go to the school and teach in the classroom. Don't just sit at home behind your computer with a webcam teaching these kids. It's like, sometimes these kids need one-on-one help from an actual human person.
Yep.
Not all kids can learn watching a TV of a person trying to teach them how to do things.
Nope. I'm a hands-on learner. That means I learn using my hands and seeing other people do shit.
Exactly.
I can sit there and read about it all fucking day, but I gotta get out there and do it, and that was always my problem. Like in A school, because I originally went in, I wanted to go in as an electronics technician, but my recruiter switched it and made me utilitiesman, which is HVAC, plumbing, and shit like that. And I couldn't do it. I mean, I could, but just the sitting in the class shit and not actually being out there doing it and stuff, I couldn't. It wasn't sinking in. It wasn't staying, and I had to go to my chief and be like, hey, undoes me, man. I can't do this classroom shit, dude. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, that's why I liked my automotive classes and my electrical classes in high school.
Your
It's like
Majesty.
you actually learned hands-on, not just out of a book.
And when I got out undesignated,
Why?
I ended up.
Our
Essentially,
king,
I'm doing
what
now
have you
what I did in
done?
the Navy, minus the painting and the
The
busting
king
the
intended
rust.
all along to sell Damascus to the Empire.
So it
His Majesty was a
it
traitor.
kind of worked out.
Captain,
And bosun's mates, their main job is to maintain the ship. And it was plus rust paint. Fucking yeah, I was cleaning and shit too. But there was a lot more to it than just
so much for peaceful
just
negotiations.
cleaning and shit.
we'll
Like,
never surrender to you.
we got the ship
We are not
underway.
cattle to be
Fucking we
sold by a
piloted
traitor
the
king.
ship.
But
I
the
got to
war
drive
is
them
over,
beasts,
dear.
man. It was fucking crazy.
You have lost.
And just the
Damascus
slightest,
is the property of the
slightest
Empire.
off would just take the whole
And
thing
think,
off course.
We intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect.
It was crazy. Never
Now
got
you've gone
to
and
pull
ruined
in or pull out, but
Haven't you, Captain?
I was always lead when it came to
We will never bow to
getting
you.
underway.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it.
They
Take the
they
captain
forced
away.
me into a lot of leadership positions
Off you go.
because of my experience. I'd already, by the time I got to the Comstock, I'd already done fucking probably 15 underways. So I was very seasoned already in getting underway. So, and that was just within the first 3 years. Might have even been more. I didn't keep track, to be honest. There's a lot.
Pretenses of peace left by the wayside.
A lot.
The Arcadian
Goddamn.
forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided.
But I got to go to a lot of
Resistance
places,
would serve no end.
which was
With his foremost in
one of the
thoughts,
reasons I joined the military in the first
I-
place.
to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of
explore.
You gotta
Dalmasca,
travel the world
I
for
bid
free.
you lay down your arms.
I've been all up
Raise
the
songs
west
of
coast,
prayer
down
in
and
their
up.
stead. Prayer
Got
for
my
His
shell
Majesty
back.
King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace.
I mean,
Prayer
got to work with the
too
SEALs for a
noble
little
Princess
bit, and
Ash,
then finish out the rest of my
who,
time on the
wrought with grief
monsoon,
at her
fucking
kingdom's
escorting
defeat, has taken her own life.
escorting classified ships and submarines in and out of port.
Also that
So
Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg,
it
for
was
incitement of sedition and the
was fun.
assassination of His Royal Majesty
was
King
fun.
Raminas, has been found
and with the
guilty of high
Comstock
treason
is just
and put
I
to
think I
his
did
death.
most of it was
They
like
who at this late
in-serve
hour choose still the sword,
and shit like
are
that.
cut
And
of the same
in-serve is
cloth as the captain.
basically
traitors
your
who would lead Dalmasca to
it's
her ruin.
just your ship's readiness test. Like if we were to have to get
Damascus
if we were to have to do an
surrender
emergency
without
underway
terms
and go to war, would
was
we be
soon
able
to follow.
And if a single department failed, the whole ship failed. So we had to be on our shit. We had to take it seriously. Firefighting, everything. It was and you had to learn fucking helicopter, like when helicopters, because the Comstock was a landing ship diesel. It had a helicopter pad on the back. They were essentially the taxi cab for the Marines.
Vaughn, hurry it up or they'll find us.
So
I know.
they
Just a
have
little more.
a big old hollowed out
You keep
end
an eye out for me up there, Kites.
that has 2 big old bay doors that open up, and it takes
3
on
more.
while to get on my. Getting
Time to
that
clean
shit
the
on
house.
board underway was fun. Not really, it sucked. Because it was long and tedious. That was the big thing. There's a lot involved in it. And you had to be very careful because people could get hurt in this shit. Like I've actually... Michel Guevara! Bonjour, mon ami! There's this thing called snapback.
Michel Guevara
And it's where...
entered the chat.
Like
Welcome
with
to
the
the
rubber
stream.
band, when you pull it tight
Michel
enough, it
Guevara
just snaps.
Said,
Well,
gentlemen.
the way
Michel
snapback
Guevara
works, you've got
said,
one point to another
Brother
point,
Polska, Brother Iridium, bonjour.
and it's pulling. The same concept. The rubber band hits maximum tautness, and you can hear it.
Wow,
It
Vaughn,
starts
you
snap,
got 'em all
crackling,
yourself?
popping, and then you hear
Guess I know who to call when
the
something
sound,
big comes
and then
along.
boom!
Hey, it's good practice for the
It
desert.
just
I'm ready for anything now.
happens. And I shit you not, when the end of that rope
That's enough for
hit
today.
the hull of the ship, or
You
not
should
the
get back to
hull,
Miguel's
the
place,
bulkhead,
guys.
the wall
Aren't you
behind the
running errands
people,
for him?
because it was the
Oops.
other line,
Totally
and it went
forgot.
the other way.
You should come, Vaughn.
There was
He's
a
busy
dent
today. Might have some work
about
for you
that
to
big
do too.
left in the side, left in the wall.
work
It was
to do.
fucking
Hey,
one of them
lock this
people.
place up for me,
Had
will
they
you?
not
If Miguel
moved,
finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our
their
hides.
head's gone, or a limb gone. Anybody that's seen what was that Cuba Gooding Jr. movie where he was a diver?
Oh,
Wow.
Michel
Man of
Guevara
Honor, I
said,
think is what it's called.
I'm on the second day of a one-day comment
I remember that
pause for
one.
posting narrative-busting comments.
I think it's
Again,
Man of
LOL.
Honor. It's about the first black man to be a master diver in the United States Navy.
Huh? What'd you say?
And he ended up,
Yes, sir, you haven't paid.
he was doing a dive,
Haven't paid?
and I can't remember every detail, but snapback happened, and the line, it took the dude's leg,
Your luck, peddler.
and he wanted to prove himself
Which way you're going?
that he could still do it even though he only had one leg,
My pouch. It's gone.
and he did it, but at a cost.
Oh.
But yeah, snapback's no joke. People die. And fucking. There's so much shit that can hurt you.
What?
Like, was it his left leg?
I think so.
Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean yours?
Because that's how
You've been
I
stealing
remember
again.
It might have been his left leg. It
What
could have been
happens
his
if they
right. I
catch
really
you?
don't remember. I just know
We
he
need
lost
you
a
to
leg.
Be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a
And-
dungeon.
Oh, what?
But it's a
Am I the
really
leader
good
now?
movie. It's before all the fucking propaganda was really crammed down our throats.
We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You
Like
know it as
back
well
then,
as
you
I
could
do.
kind of see it, but it's,
Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're
whatever. I'm
doing?
just gonna laugh
I
it
thought
off.
that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property.
But now it's
The
gotten out of
Imperials stole it
hand.
from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
Sure.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out
A
every now and
wild.
then, it
JLM.
doesn't mean that
Yo,
you get to eat for free too, you
JLM
know.
Welcome
in
to
the
the stream.
house.
JLM
I know
said,
that. You think I like
Howdy.
living like this?
Crystal Kid in.
All right,
Said,
let's see
Hi,
here.
JLM.
What do I want
Michel
to
Guevara.
smoke?
Said, Brother JLM,
Do I
bonjour.
want the AK-47?
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of
Where
my
the
own.
fuck did it go?
I'll be a sky pirate.
He's
Free to
gonna
go
be
where I
a
will.
sky pirate. Gonna go around. And, arr, give me the booty.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly
Alright.
anything if you're rotting in a dungeon.
There's that. We'll go with the
Miguel had
gelato
some errands
cake.
that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place.
It's 304.
It might be a
Alright.
good idea to lend a hand.
Yeah, the military's not for everybody. I mean, people are surprised when I say I was in the military. Like, what, really? It's like, I know, it's hard to believe someone looks like me. But,
JLM.
Well,
said.
Well.
Better than Butt Pirate. Michelle Guevara. Said.
What?
That character looks gay.
So, it's Final Fantasy. Most of the males in these games are going to be very feminine looking. Because the Japanese male is very effeminate looking.
Angus is the exception.
That's the beauty of it.
Which, it's funny. Oops, wrong button. There's a group, a couple of groups out there in Japan. It's that Korean pop bullshit or whatever.
The K-pop.
No, whatever it is.
JLM.
Those boy bands.
Too much VO5.
Aren't really boys.
Tell that to Toshiro Mifune.
But they are very famous and very popular.
In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble.
The furthest thing from boys.
No foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
Or
so you want me to find this
Actually,
you can't tell the difference.
No problem. The
Yeah.
dozen teams with trouble.
Yeah.
I'll be sending you
shows
early
the
grade,
beauty
my boy.
standards over there.
No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from
Like over there, you
Tomas
have to be like pale white.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Because they want to be like us so bad. I don't know why. We're supposedly like the worst thing on this planet, but yet we got motherfuckers bleaching their skin and painting their face as close to white as fucking possible, but yet we're fucking the devil.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me
Because
for it
it's
someday.
America.
Make it make sense. No, I was saying white people in general. And then you got these people running around, again, painting their face.
Enter the chat. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, but you know how it is.
Said.
America wants to be.
Well, see, we never said your name, Bingus, but we're talking about over in that neck of the woods.
Over in Japan, where everyone has to be bleached.
How they're all trying to be like the white man. Trying to be like the very motherfucker that said, "Drop the nukes, bitch! We'll teach you to kamikaze Pearl Harbor, you cunts!"
Because even.
Because had Japan not done that, had Japan not attacked Pearl Harbor, we would have probably left them the fuck alone. And we would have been minding our own business still, until some of them countries like, please America, come save us, Daddy America, with your military superiority.
Bingus said, I almost bleached my hair in middle school.
Bingus blonde.
That's cultural appropriation, bruh.
Said. Nah, Japan wanted to take over everything.
Well, yeah, that was one of the reasons why the fucking Germans and Nazis teamed up, because they wanted to rule the world together. Well, it wouldn't have been together, because they would have ended up fighting each other in the end. Because that's how socialists and communists end up working. Eventually, someone's gonna want the power.
Not only, but...
Well, that wasn't the only reason, but there were other reasons.
Yeah, but also Hitler was kind of like a mini fucked up in the head from birth.
Well, clearly. And one thing I found really interesting, actually, when I was doing my research on these authoritarian dictators, like Marx and Stalin and Lenin and Trotsky and all of them, they were all raised in Catholic schools. They all went to Catholic schools. They all grew up in Catholic families. God damn it. I found that kind of interesting. And then they all, then later on, like in their teenage years, they,
Hi, kitten.
they denounced God and became atheists. And then, ooh, shit. That was great. That is just what the doctor ordered.
There you are, Kites.
But, yeah,
loafing
they were
around.
all
Look, Vaughn, look.
atheists.
This is it. This is why
A good
Magellan's
deal of
courier
them
didn't get here on
actually
time.
were
Creature
were
spotted
of
in the
a
Esther sand.
certain
What is that thing?
JLM.
group origin that I'm not allowed
Howdy,
to
Crystal
say
Kitten,
Miguel sent
howdy,
you too,
Michelle
did he?
Guevara.
because
He's a busy man these days, Miguel,
YouTube
if I dare say so myself.
may
I
bring
don't
the
envy you
hammer
work,
down
though.
at this
Not a
point.
bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet
Fuck
to
it.
welcome the
They were
Imperials.
Juden!
Welcoming. We should be.
I'm sorry to say
Whatever.
to anyone who is Catholic,
Say
but
Tomas,
those Catholic
what's
churches
this?
are whack AF.
Nah, don't remind me.
A what?
Lord Jeremy
Got some
Hirsch.
nastiness out there in the
Welcome to the
Esther sand. What's
stream,
stopping our
sir.
Enter the chat.
And that
I
means
appreciate
shortages
it. Hoping you're having a
all
good day.
around.
Jeremy
Thought I'd put up a
Mustache
bill,
man.
offer a reward to
Yeah.
anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
What's up, buddy? Leaving a like and saying
So-
hi.
Now that's work.
JLM.
That was part of his problem.
For Magello.
Mustache Man was a
That was
vegetarian.
part of his problem.
John, you should
He
do a
didn't
show.
have any testosterone in his body.
Now, Kites.
He
was
he
waiting
fucking
for you.
he was so he was
right.
he had no testosterone, so there was no, so anytime he got triggered, he'd react emotionally like an authoritarian cunt. Oh, this is why we need to eat meat. It worked out. Exercise is a good thing. You ain't gotta go out and lift weights, just do stretches and shit. My work is
Bingus.
my exercise.
Said. He didn't eat enough bussy.
How do you know? Let's not. He was a dictator, so you would think he'd have a harem like many of the other
Lord
dictators of the
Jeremy
day.
Hirsch said.
Good one, folks.
Have a good one, folks.
Take it easy, buddy.
Back to my research.
Oh man, but yeah, it's like people don't talk about this stuff. I'm not hating on the Jews as a whole. Just the ones that deserve hating on.
JLM.
That's all.
Said. I think a cheeseburger or some pork chops might have aided his thinking meat.
Yeah, definitely. He had a cheeseburger. Well, I don't think cheeseburgers really existed back then. I don't know. They had sauce. They might have. Yeah, probably. I don't know when McDonald's and shit came into existence, but I'm sure they had something like a hamburger.
It came into existence in 1953, I think.
Alrighty.
With the first McDonald's.
So back then it was mainly like, I would assume is like slabs. Yeah. Slabs of meat. Like they ate everything. Like, and anything that went to waste fucking got fed to the animals. Mainly the pigs.
Okay, the first McDonald's restaurant
Michelle
was
Guevara
opened in 1940.
Said. Mustache Man wanted to turn Germany vegan.
Oh.
A wild. Douglas Edwards. Entered the chat.
Doug!
Welcome
What's
to the
good,
stream.
brother?
Douglas Edwards.
Oh,
Said. I've been pulled over by police twice on last 6 days.
The first one was opened
But
in
when I had a
San
legit crime to
Bernardino,
report 2 months
California,
ago, nowhere to be found.
Damn.
and was originally a drive-in that offered a wide selection of items.
At a reasonable price, too.
56 cents and you got a whole meal.
Said.
Shit.
Brother Edwards
Whole
bonjour.
meal's like $1.50. Probably, I don't know.
JLM.
I know, I've seen
Said,
menus where it was like 39
if you read
cents for a
ingredients
cheeseburger.
on food these days, there's
Oh,
a lot
God.
of ingredients that are not food.
Yeah,
at all.
fillers. It's all fillers.
Bingus. Said.
That's why it's
Hey,
gotta,
what's up at Douglas Edwards?
you know, it's kind of hard to get away from processed meat. Because, you know, grocery stores, you gotta find a local meat market. and
JLM.
Get it from there.
Said. May as well eat sawdust or grass.
Pretty much. And all the extra shit there, it's like, I don't understand why they gotta ship it. You see, here's the thing that trips me out. They take all this meat, and then they ship it over to China to be processed.
Hey Michelle, good to see you, brother.
And then they ship it back here. Why not just, I mean, I'm not even cool with the whole processing it, and, you know, wrap that shit up and get it out on the market as fast as possible.
Michelle Guevara said, cook from scratch if you don't want to eat shit.
Exactly.
Douglas Edwards said, hey
Learn
Crystal
to
and Bingus.
cook.
Good to see you guys.
Learn to cook, god damn it. I had to learn to cook. Cause nobody was home at night to feed me.
But not that many people have the time to raise the pigs and then slaughter them and do
Michelle
it by
Guevara said, did you assume my gender, Doug? LOL.
Oh, goddamn. You got people
JLM
assuming genders and shit.
Gotta scrub my galley.
Yeah, go scrub your kitchen.
A coworker texted me this morning saying that the trans person at work might be getting fired. It's like, yay, I get more hours.
Douglas Edwards said,
J.L.M.
Oh, gee, that's too bad.
Been
You
cooking
see,
since
it
I was
just
5.
so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the consul's dining
Yeah,
pleasure.
I didn't really start cooking until I was about
I got the writ of transit
15,
right here.
16 years
You see?
old.
Signed, Miguelo. I just hate to see the consul upset because his food wasn't ready.
I
on time.
watched people cook,
And I sure hate to see him
but
take it.
I never really, never really
you can learn to fish
participated
and
in
hunt.
it. I knew how to fish.
Trifling matters.
That was
Michelle
another thing I
Guevara
learned at an early age.
said, didn't know you were a Matlow JLM.
It's like fishing, and there was shit. I've never been hunting.
I've been cooking since I've been out the oven.
You've been cooking since you came out the oven.
Douglas Edwards said, Michelle Gervais, pretty sure you're a dude.
It's a joke, Doug. It was a joke. It was a joke.
He's French. So.
Yeah. He's French. Speaking of, Michelle, if you don't mind my
Michelle
asking,
Guevara
how's that,
said, Michelle with a E at the end is femini Doug. A wild, successful endeavors.
Yo, what's up, SE? How you
Entered
doing,
the
bud?
chat. Welcome to the stream. Successful endeavors.
I mean,
said, almost sure that Cloud is a dude also.
He's a dude, it's
JLM
just kind of hard to tell.
Said, former Marine. Started with simple stuff, I don't know 13, 14. 2 years ago. Douglas Edwards said,
I know in most
I know chaos.
French,
Michelle Guevara.
if the name's Michael, it can also be pronounced Michel.
Michelle, yeah.
Successful endeavors.
And that's why
Michelle.
people think that it's a
Douglas
feminine name
Edwards
depending on how it's spelled.
said,
Yep.
Because of
depending on the
its
country and how it's
see you,
pronounced,
sir.
yep. Is it are we saying it right,
Successful
Michelle?
said,
Michelle Guevara? Or is it Michael? Or Mitchell? I'm gonna do this bounty. Probably by the time I'm done doing this bounty, it'll be time for me to ski-daddle. So, we're gonna do that. I may play this tonight when I get back. I don't know yet. I'll think about it.
Michelle Guevara said,
Yeah, because
Yes.
depending on the
Michelle.
dialect of the French too, and how it's pronounced.
Yep, Because there's different dialects too.
Like up here, we have more of a redneck French than in Quebec.
Successful endeavors. Said. Think of it like Michelangelo. Binkus. Said. That one part in Hancock where Will Smith was like, "What's your name?" Bully kid in the movie Michelle. Michelle Guevara.
Okay, so it's Michelle.
Said.
Michelle?
Michelle.
Okay.
JLM. Said. Hillary is a man's name, rather explains something about that murderous gunt.
Like, if I were to try to speak French, my whole... pretty much sound like someone from Louisiana or North Carolina. Kind of
okay.
dialect.
Speaking Creole?
Yeah. Almost like that, but more of a slurred type.
Michelle Guevara. Said. Doesn't it just? Douglas Edwards. Said. SCE,
Like
have
how
you
I
seen the
failed
movie
in French
Plandemic
in
3 The Great Awakening?
school because I wasn't able to pronounce it properly in this way that the teacher wanted it to. Like, it's not my fault my mom stopped speaking French to me growing up.
You just gotta try and apply yourself.
Yeah, like my
That's
friend's
what they
boyfriend's French, and they try speaking French to me all the time, and it's like I just cannot get the dialect properly. Like her
Can't roll
boyfriend-
your R's and E's and all that.
Nope.
Like in Spanish, there's lots of shit going on.
Yeah, I'm
roll
tongue-tied,
your
so I can't.
R's. ¿Dónde está?
Successful
I'm
endeavors.
tongue-tied, so I can't really pronounce some
Louisiana
letters
French
properly.
is a 300-year-old dialect that's not exactly current with modern French.
Yeah.
Douglas
That's
Edwards
old
said,
French. It's called
it
Creole.
breaks everything down from COVID, the World Economic Forum, and the gender confusion that's happening.
There's no point in retracting it. The TTS on Reddit.
Never thought I'd see him grow
Yeah,
out here.
the Louisiana French is like that guy from Waterboy.
Lots of Basque and Breton in Cajun.
Oh shit, I'm almost dead again. God damn. Alright, let's go turn this shit in. That was about right. It's getting pretty close. Kill what I can on the way. Why not?
Douglas
Killing
Edwards
things on your way
said,
to a place where you're going is
I
actually kind
misspelled
of fun in
form.
games.
Kills the time.
Exactly.
Oh, it's alright. We know what you meant. The only grammar Nazi here is Mike Carrier, bro.
Exactly.
At least I
Michelle
think so.
Guevara
I don't know how many of
said,
y'all are grammar
I
Nazis.
like Cajun, it sounds cool AF.
I'm
Mike
one of
Carrier
those.
seems to be the only one.
I'm one of those that, as long as I can understand what the fuck you're saying, I don't care. I'm not gonna fucking it's spelled. It's like I understood what he meant. Calm your tits, bro. Hey, you gonna let me in or what, twat?
Yeah, so tonight, when I play Need for Speed, I'm just gonna turn the music off.
That's all you can do. It's
I don't want to
annoying.
get banned again.
It's annoying. Take it easy.
Stand back there.
Alright, there we go.
This gate's closed until the ceremony's
So
over.
I even have customers come in that are French,
Now
and
what?
they try helping me with pronouncing something, or helping
the
me learn
gate.
French, because we are getting a lot of French customers in.
Alright, out the way.
It's like, I don't
Wait a
want to
second.
keep using the
How
translator
come you
on my
let these
phone.
chocobos through the gate and not us?
What of it? This here's
Like,
a
I know
pedigreed
pretty much
parader, boy.
supposed to know French.
Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did. A prettier price than
Douglas
100 of you
Edwards
provincials would fetch.
The Sound of Freedom is out here
Keep
in
your
Iowa.
distance. We don't want the
Going on
chocobo sticking a
Friday.
peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside. Right then, move them in.
Successful endeavors. Said.
Damn.
The Louisiana French is basically
That
two
does
different
it.
types. Fey, the white, Acadian, and the Black/Spanish/Caribbean, Creole.
If I'm not
My
mistaken.
father spoke both,
Change the
and
soil,
I know
change
most
the
words
chocobo,
and
am I
phrases,
right?
but I don't speak it.
Yes, different style means different bouquet, too. Take a Dalmascan Barreau's wine.
Michel
It may
Guevara
lack the flavor and
said,
depth of some of your
Hammerhand did a
Arcadian wines,
PCR unread
but it
about
has
the
a
Sound of
certain
Freedom.
strength of character.
The Sound of
It's not
Freedom.
bad, really, once you get used to it.
What is the Sound of Freedom?
There's more than enough for all
The
to cool their
Sound of
throats, of
Freedom.
course. You let these carts through, the enclosure's gate is ordered. My mail's choked with this sand.
Not having a government with its heel down our neck,
Don't give me a scare like
letting
that.
us figure things out for
You're
ourselves.
lucky that
The government
ended where
needs
it
to just
did.
back off and do
Right. Now's
their
our chance to
job,
go
which
through.
is protect the country.
Yep.
The ceremony will be
They need to
starting
stay
soon.
out of the
I
education
must be
system.
hurrying.
Okay, well. Fawn, wait! What is it?
And
Fawn!
let the
Binkus
people regulate it.
said, I'm like do whatever you want to do, like wanting to be a man to woman, but it's when they
Yeah.
come out the closet. They feel all empowered, then wanna scream out how gay they are.
Yeah, nah, I don't. I'm not even cool with that part. You're not comfortable with what you're born in. There's something wrong with you, and you need to get fixed. Changing the outside is not going to change. It's just a band-aid. The problem's still up here. So it's pointless to allow somebody to mutilate their body like that just because they feel that it will make them feel
Successful
complete.
endeavors. Said, the Sound of Freedom is having the A/C being shut down at the theaters, because they don't want people to see it.
Oh, yeah.
I give you your new consul, His Imperial Highness Lord Vane Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western...
There you go. Yeah, that's freedom. Brownouts, you know, because they're trying to regulate the flow of electricity. I don't feel bad for South Texas. They brought it on
Michel
themselves by
Guevara
voting the way they do.
said, anyone whose only focus in life is who they want to bump uglies with is an NPC. Douglas Edwards said, SCE, I have heard that. Is it available where you are?
But know this, I harbor no idle hopes of frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty. That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion. Even now, he remains among you, protecting you. His ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace His Majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing, and your hatred of me
Michel Guevara
Banned in France.
said, it will probably be banned in France because Macron's granny lady wife started off kitty fiddling him when he was 13 to 14. Douglas Edwards said,
Here I will
The
pay
London
my
Real
debt.
YouTube channel has
swear
been
it now.
putting out some great information lately.
Though King Ramanas and Lady Ash be gone, they stand ever
Yeah,
at the
for
side
those
of
that
the
haven't been
people.
paying attention though, like over there in France, they've been going through their own little revolution. As the people have finally gotten tired of this shit.
And to Dalmasca. What I ask plain.
And
My hopes
I don't
now
blame
rest
them.
with you.
They also, to a degree, kind of brought it on themselves by voting the way they did. That's where it comes down to, do we really need
Successful
government?
endeavors.
Yes, we need somebody
Said.
to be a
People get
placeholder.
mad at you for not accepting them as they are the same ones that couldn't accept themselves for who they were.
Exactly.
Is Rabanasta to your liking, my lord?
You're
It is
not com-
magnificent.
Like there's clearly something wrong
Take
up
this
here.
cathedral, for instance.
If you're not comfortable
Elegant,
with what you're born
yet
in.
whimsical in its execution.
I was born
a
with a
stunning
penis.
example of Galtean
Makes me
architecture.
a boy.
I hope Lord
So,
Gramus might one
or
day
male,
look upon it himself.
whatever you want to call it. Boy, male, man, whatever. They're all words.
Michelle Guevara.
The patron of this evening's
Said.
banquet. May it
The
please your
hate-holes.
It's an
excellency.
invasion, jihadis, and acts as well as belt feds.
I am Miguel,
Douglas
your
Edwards.
highness.
Said.
It is truly a profound
America
honor
has
to
been so
make the
complacent in the
acquaintance
last
of
several
our
decades in
future
allowing
emperor,
what is
highness.
happening today.
The people of Rabanasta join me
Yeah.
in welcoming
That's
you.
enough of highness.
That's
Though indeed I am our emperor's
what
son,
happens
I am
when
no prince.
bunch of
Arcadia's
corrupt
emperor
people.
is freely chosen
Michelle
by her
Guevara.
people. I am but an
Said.
elected official
Quite
and
so
nothing
SC.
more.
Douglas
I
Edwards.
meant no disrespect.
Said.
I'm
Headed
about
to
to be
Now that I
doing
think of
the
it,
See you guys.
same.
I would not have you
goddammit.
address me
Crystal
as Lord
Kid in.
Consul.
Fuck.
No.
By
Time
Doug.
Henceforth,
flew.
I am a citizen
Have a great
of
day, work,
Rabanasta.
buddy.
Why don't you
Successful
call me
endeavors.
vain?
Said.
I could
CYA,
not. That would
Doug.
not be right.
You are overly fond of formalities.
It boggles my mind.
I've just the
you know.
remedy for that.
Judge not, lest
Tonight
you
you
be
will join
judged. But
me,
if you're
and
gonna
we shall
judge,
drink
judge
until you
right,
call me
judge
by name.
correctly. You know.
Michelle
How can
Guevara.
he stand to bow to him like that?
Said. Have a
Vaughn,
damnably
you just
fine
do
hour
not
of the
get
day,
it, do
Brother
you?
Edwards.
He's not doing
Accept
it
me
because
for
he
who I
wants to.
am, but I'm gonna
You
judge
know what
you,
would happen if he didn't.
and you're gonna
I
have
know
to
it's
deal
true.
with it. Because
So,
if you
what
say
would you do
anything
different?
against me,
I don't know.
you whatever istophobe buzzword that
Well,
that I tie into my identity,
I'd do something.
and that right there.
Vaughn.
You hear these
Vaughn,
scary
you haven't heard a single
buzzwords.
word I've said, have you?
And if you really don't know what the fuck they mean, then
This
it's
place
kind of
has
in
changed
trouble.
so much.
But if you
It's
know
like
what the
it's
fuck
not even
they mean,
Rabanasta anymore. Like the Empire is swallowing it whole.
yeah. It's racism is a colored
Hey, Penelope,
person's
that fate tonight.
thing, man.
You think they'll let us in?
that's- I
Are you
believe that's what it
crazy?
is.
It's
I'm
in the
not.
palace, and we
I've
don't have
looked
an
up pictures of
invitation if you haven't
Trotsky,
noticed.
and dude looks like a brother.
So, how are we getting in?
As if I know.
I'm not one.
Why not
Just,
ask
there's,
Magello
it's
to get
tough
you in?
because they show
Or
pictures
go
of
see
him as
old
a white
Dallin in
dude too.
Lowtown. Why
But
the sudden interest,
some of these
Vaughn?
other pictures that I've seen,
I told you. I'm going to take back what's ours.
he looks like a brother.
Give back to Dalmasca. Come on. What do you think?
And
if I find something, and it
I
fetches
just,
a
I
good
just
price,
don't know.
how about I buy you all dinner?
I would.
Oh, please. You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship.
He was
All hail Vaughn, sky pirate of Dalmasca. It's got a nice ring to it. Stay out of trouble.
God damn it. His name wasn't even Leon Trotsky either. It was something else.
An airship.
And Hammerhand has covered
know.
it quite a few times.
Maybe,
Extensively.
but not through Magello. Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
Fuck. He was of a certain group origin too. That seems to have this thing for authoritarianism.
Michelle Guevara. Said.
All the burning and shooting
All
up
that burning
French
and
cities
shooting up
is
French
down.
cities is down to a teen criminal of
Criminal.
Algerian origin getting
Oh,
capped by a
jeez.
cop that he tried to run over with his latest stolen car. Racism.
Oh yeah, so that was that whole deal. I saw that. I didn't know it was a teen. I'd seen the video of the dude trying to run over the cop and then them just, unloading the dude. I don't feel bad for him either. You know, the police are there to uphold the laws that the politicians put in place to protect themselves. We aren't even near the forefront of their minds when them laws are getting passed. It's all about them. When they say they're for the people, no, they're not for all the people.
Michel Guevara.
They're for the small minority.
A pretext for starting their war against France.
No, it'd be a civil war-like thing with France, people versus their government. Pretty soon it's gonna happen in Canada. We saw it happen, it was only brief. Like, they nipped that shit in the butt real quick on the news when China was having their little revolution. I remember seeing it. Motherfuckers running around waving the American flag and shit. I don't know if that was propaganda. It's hard, that's the sucky part. But if that is true, that says something. I mean, China only lets us see the parts that they want to let us see. We don't necessarily get to see
Michel Guevara
the ugly sides of China.
Won't help them when they get nixed by Macron's imported jihadis.
Oh, of course not. Because that's their replacement. So people say this replacement is a theory. It's not a theory. It's happening in real time.
Successful endeavors. Said. The banking cartels decided that they want everyone to enjoy the Crusades. They went as far as to bring the Crusades home like a pet.
Sounds about right. Your own little Crusades. Oh, I don't know why I keep enlarging that. I know where I need to go. Head to a save point, and then I gotta ski-daddle and head to work. Oh man, I tell you what. Tomorrow is the last day I'm doing doubles. Hopefully for a while.
Successful endeavors.
And I'm going back to single shifts.
Seriously, think about it. Michel Guevara said. Thankfully I live hundreds of k's away from any city. I also have the local gendarme armory at my disposal.
Oh, there you go. So if America were to have a civil war, it would end pretty quick. Partly because we'd end up running out of bullets.
Said. You are not wrong, SCE.
That would be part of why. Oh, excuse me. Because I've been seeing a bunch of articles. I don't know how. I wouldn't doubt it because we've been given all this shit to fucking. We've been given all of this stuff to Ukraine. Because they need help. They need help. No, let them help themselves. Let them fight off Russia or get taken over.
Ukraine is slowly signing in with NATO now.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna go to war, baby. Y'all get ready. We'll see if Putin fucking backs up what he said. Because he said if Ukraine joins NATO... I believe he said he gonna drop them nukes. Or we just gonna go to war. I don't know why. I mean, I understand why he wants Ukraine because of the resources. Just like with Japan and Taiwan. It's about the resources. Or China and Taiwan. Got my countries mixed up. They kind of look alike, so it's kind of hard to tell. Sometimes the difference. between a Chinaman and a Japanese man. If that dumbass drops nukes. I mean, yeah, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong at all, Bingus. It's gonna piss a lot of people off. But
Bingus said,
will he though?
If
That's
dumbass
the
drops
thing.
nukes, it's going to piss everyone off.
Will he really do it? Because, you know, they've always been a lot of talk and not a lot of action. You know, a lot of these dictators, you know, a lot of talk. I mean, they enact action on their own people, but when it comes to us, you know, it's like a dance. And honestly, I say just go in there, put their entire government out, replace it. Have a whole new election where the people's vote actually matters and the people aren't put in there by some rich oligarch
U.S. admin is not ruling out
be
nukes either.
sucking that
Wonderful.
commie
It will
cock.
irradiate Western Europe.
Oh yeah, it'll spread if enough nukes go off. Fucking, the Earth is done. Like, there comes your nuclear winter, the cleansing flame, so to speak. If you survive the cleansing flame, if you survive the cleansing flame, hey, ho ho, your ass gets to repopulate the world.
Michel Guevara.
I mean,
Biden is the biggest threat to the world since the Soviet Union.
He's the biggest? No. China. See, they have a problem right now. They need a war. Why? Because they have an overabundance of men and not enough women to go around. Because of that policy Mao put in back in when, you know, he was doing his little revolution, you know, where the one child policy, and if they had a girl, she was either aborted, put down after birth, or taken and sold in the sex slave trade. So, you know, we got that going on here in America, just in a different way. You know, they scare women out of wanting to have kids by showing them the horrors of child rearing, instead of knowing the beauty and the joys of it. You know, and everything that was good and is deemed beautiful is now, it's ugly, bad. It's akin to slavery. You know, they say the feminazis claim marriage is slavery for the woman, but is it really? I mean, if you really think about it, the man's out working his ass off to provide for somebody. You know, she gets a roof over her head, food. You know, all she gotta do is cook it. Keep the castle clean. And if you have kids, you know, up to a certain point, take care of the kids up to a certain point. Teach them as they grow, teach them to be self-sufficient, able to take care of themselves. That way they're not always up the parents' ass. And then, you know, when it comes time for like discipline, discipline and rights.
10x more likely to drop a nuke than anyone else.
I mean, with
Their
Biden,
recruiting
yeah.
and training are far superior to the U.S. The Marxists have been working overtime on U.S. cultural subversion.
Well, they've been in ever since they allowed, you know, affirmative action and the diversity shit. Because all them affirmative action hires and diversity hires were indoctrinated.
Michel Guevara
with that
said,
racism bullshit.
I got told by a feminist marriage is oppression. I told her yes, oppression of men, she read.
It's indentured servitude.
Said, purposely making our men weak.
So this is marriage in a nutshell. It's indentured servitude for the male. He is working his ass off. It's indentured servitude for both, actually, if you really think about it, because both are playing a role to maintain the family. The man goes out, works his ass off, and does his own thing his own way, and brings home the money.
They've been doing that since
And then
1954
the
SE.
woman would stay home, keep the castle clean. She wouldn't, she had hobbies, yay, hang out with her friends and shit. But it was, everybody had their role. And I say this quite often, gender roles defined what men and women were pretty clearly. And it was feminists that said, we need to break down the social norms and cultural barriers, and they sure as shit have succeeded. And when you look at it, the blacks were actually the guinea pig for it all, because they drank the Kool-Aid first. Get on that government dick, get the man out the house, and now the Hallman is following in tow because they bought into the apple. The oppression lie. These feminazis.
Successful endeavors.
Yeah.
Said. Playing a role. These GMS or FBCKED up.
These GMs.
Michelle Guevara.
GMs.
Said. Feminism.
Game
Marxism in a
masters.
skirt.
The game master is God. And he created us to complement each other. The yin and the yang, so to speak, again, roles. We each had our role. And I was always told, know my role. Know my place. Growing up. I was as a kid. I learned my place very quickly. I was to be seen and not heard. Spoken to, or spoke when only spoken to. And didn't go very far. You ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Well, once that boundary's been crossed, I don't have nothing nice to say.
Successful endeavors. Said. We got rolled, all right.
Well, we didn't get rolled. Politicians got rolled because their women come home said, if you don't start doing this, this, and this, we're gonna cut off the vajayjay. And with these new laws in place, no fault divorce.
When I was learning about different kind of isms, they had a lot of good they were given back and sent their old books and say they just recycled them.
Yeah, there's nothing good about any of the isms or the is. Any of those is-phobe, commie buzzwords, there's nothing good that comes with them. They're just babble, word salad. Stupidity with a definition put to it. It's like, I could do it right now. There sure are a lot of Christian phobes out there. Them atheists sure are Christian phobes. I mean, it's stupid words that I just put a definition to. Somebody that's afraid of Christianity. Exactly, anything can be an ism or a ist. It's stupid.
Bingus. Said.
And
anything can be an ism.
For nobody to stop and think, the fact that they're using the color of their skin or their gender is the excuse. I mean, I'm sure there were some places it's like, yeah, nah, I understand homogeny, keeping, I understand to a degree. Look at China. Nobody bitches about all them Chinese people kind of looking the same. And if you're not from there and you look different from them, they act different towards you. I mean, it's normal for anybody. I don't know somebody, I'm gonna look at them weird. I'm not gonna be blatant about it, but I'm gonna be like, who's this motherfucker? And then I'm gonna figure out who the fuck they are. And then after the first few conversations we have, I'll figure out if I like them or don't like them. And if I like them, I'll keep talking to them. And if I don't like them, I'm gonna ignore him. I'll know he's there. I'll be like, what's up? But I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Cause I got more important things to do than deal with riffraff. Cause riffraff in the end just fucking keeps you down. It's like crabs in a bucket mentality shit. I don't like giving handouts. I give a hand up. I'll point you in the right direction, or I'll try to. That's one thing I had to tell Chris. I point you in the right direction, but I'm not holding your hand through all this shit. You know, I was brought up, you know, work hard for what you want. And I do that. You know, I want this roof over my head. It's a privilege to have this house. Even renting it, it's a fucking privilege. It's a privilege that my landlord fucking let me live here. So, you know, and that's where it's like rights and privileges, you know? It's like, it's, I struggle with the whole rights thing in general. Because everything is earned if you really think about it. You have to work for everything.
Successful
even
endeavors,
to live. It's a fucking chore.
Chaos. I know that you're getting ready to go to work. Be good and take care.
Take it easy, SCE. But yeah, anyways, I've met amazing people from every spectrum, but I just don't deal with the riffraff.
Successful endeavors. Said. Good afternoon, good people.
It's like I want
Have
to
a
see.
good one.
I would like to see everybody succeed. You know, that's one thing that I would like. You know, if I you know, it's like shit. I want everybody
Michelle
to be
Guevara
successful. I
need to get some Z's.
like
Have a damnably fine hour of the day, gentlemen.
You too, Michelle Guevara. Thanks for swinging by. It's like the whole conflict shit. Like, we could get along. You just stay over there. You stay over there. And I'll stay over here. But if you're gonna come over here, assimilate. That's it. Adapt and overcome. Don't use the government. Don't use the state to get your way. That's where I start having an issue, because that's essentially what happened with civil rights movement and shit. They use the government and the state to get their way. After throwing like a 6 month to a year tantrum, firebombing people or federal buildings, harassing people on the street, kind of like our modern day Antifa and BLM. But anyways, I gotta take my ass to work, y'all. So, and I think it's just us that's in here right now. So, yeah, it just shows me and you. God damn. But anyways, I'll give a shout out to everybody in the chat and everybody who's in the Discord. Got Harry Kane, Crystal Kitten, SCE, Douglas Edwards, Lord Jeremy Hirsch, Bingus JLM, Michelle Guevara, Iridium Kush, Harry Kane, Pulse Kebab, D-Man 50. Make sure to check out Crystal Kitten, Pulse Kebab, Iridium Kush. Put out some really great content here on YouTube. D-Man, Master Wrench, SE Master Wrench. You're awesome. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. Thank you to those that are still subscribed. Your support has been greatly appreciated. Thank you to those just recently subscribed. Hope you stick around for the long run. I'll be back tonight. I don't know with what. I'll figure it out. Until next time, though, have a great morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever it is you hail from. I'm out this bitch. Peace.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go and make supper.
Alright.
Let you go get ready for work. Okay, well, have yourself a good shift.
Take it easy, getting.
Okay, bye.
Later on. Let's see. Who's on my list?
Bingus.
We
Said,
got...
I'll see you later, Chaos. Who's streaming?
Brandon Trueblood. Big Bear 2922. We got Late Night Mike. Mr. P, that's Sam P's old man. Looks like Candace Owens and Amala Ekponandi are also streaming. And then Aaron Clary is streaming. Oh man, wore out.
Side